Let's go over to the phones and talk to David in Texas. David, what's going on?
Hey, Bobby. This is actually David in Gallatin.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, so I want to challenge your Never Gonna Get It.
Go ahead.
My wife was in labor for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, they're never going to get it with 6 hours on average.
On average. So, yeah, you've got some people that take 20 minutes and some people that take 20 hours.
Or days.
Yeah.
So for 24 hours, she was in labor. And for all 24 of those hours, are you a stress ball? Or at some point where you're like, I'm just going to chill till it comes out?
So it was a COVID baby. So I was the only one allowed in the room. So her mom wasn't able to come, so I'm sitting there. I'm the only emotional support. There was time where I was able to take a nap, and that was about it.
How long was that nap, though? Because I don't feel like that would have been a good pure nap.
No.
About an hour, and then there was a lot of screaming.
Okay.
The screaming woke you from the nap?
Yep.
And was she screaming to actually wake you or because the baby was coming out?
No, her epidural had worn off.
Oh, my
man,
gosh.
that stinks. Sometimes I just want an epidural on a Monday. If I could just get a Monday epidural, 'cause I'm so tired from the weekend, and not even from what I did, just because I don't get good sleep on Sunday nights. And David,
Do you know what an epidural is?
yeah, stick it in your back and they numb you.
gave her-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would like to have that.
Oh, I
Gave her
didn't.
3 epidurals.
You don't think I knew what epidural is?
Well, I don't know. I'm curious now why you need your body numb from the waist down.
Because I'm tired.
Okay.
I don't ever sleep well. Sorry, David. What's up?
They had to give her 3 epidurals throughout that period of time.
Because it took so long, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Well, that was not in theme with the Never Gonna Get It, which was average of 6 hours, a 24-hour. But I appreciate you sharing that, and I'm assuming everything's okay. Baby's all good.
Yeah, I got a beautiful baby boy, David Oakley, who turns 1 on September 23rd.
Did you do the gender reveal before you had the baby?
We did, yeah. We did a baseball theme, so he's getting a little baseball cake.
Whenever you did you hit a balloon or something and it popped and it was like blue or pink?
No, we did a baseball.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit a base. So you hit a literal
Cool.
baseball. But what about the baseball happened? Like the baseball didn't pop or anything. So how do you know if it was
It completely shattered.
Nice.
It's a
shattered?
It's a breakable baseball.
I
it's like
hear
a balloon.
Or on the inside, it's
So
either.
like I said, a balloon. No, so it's blue. And you didn't know if it was going to be blue or pink, right?
Nope, I did not. There was only one person, my sister-in-law.
If you would have hit it, would you have, in your mind, would you have preferred a girl over a boy or a boy over a girl?
You know, I was back and forth. I always wanted a boy, and then within about 2 weeks, I was hoping for a girl. But now I got my little mini-me, and I would not change it for the world.
Okay, buddy. I just wonder if you ever hit it. Let's say you're rooting for a girl and you get a boy. It's just hard to hide that face.
You've seen those.
If you're rooting for a boy and you get a girl, either way. Like I've seen the moms be disappointed when it's a boy. I've seen the dads be disappointed when it's a girl.
Yeah.
That's why for me, I think that would be risky. I would want to know, and then if I'm like, okay, now let's fake it and act like I don't know, and then let's light something on fire.
Yeah.
It'll be one of those. All right, thank you. Hey, David, congratulations, buddy, and thank you for the call.
Thanks.
All right, see you, man. News time.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
I mean, part of the reason I'm so tired, I stayed up late last night watching a lot of Ida footage, a lot of coverage. Here are some things you need to know. Number one, Hurricane Ida made landfall around noon yesterday as a Category 4 hurricane. That's less than 100 miles from New Orleans is where it hit. Category 4 hurricanes have sustained winds between 130 and 156 miles per hour. It came very close to being a Category 5. And a tragic coincidence, yesterday was the 16th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. Around 1 million people have been without power, including all of New Orleans, and flash flood emergencies have been declared. Ida weakened to a Category 3 around 6 p.m. yesterday, last night or so. Then it dropped to a Category 2 around 9 p.m. last night. The storm surge was so intense yesterday that it stopped the flow of the Mississippi River near New Orleans and actually caused the flow to reverse, which is extremely uncommon. Overnight, more than 200 people scrambled to get to higher ground after a levee failed in Jefferson Parish, about an hour outside of New Orleans. Last night, and this is the newest news that we have, the first death was reported. Someone was killed by a falling tree. And obviously, this is a scary time for anyone who's medically impacted by the hurricane because the hospitals were already packed full with COVID patients.
So, I mean, that part's devastating.
They wthey were so slammed with COVID patients, they couldn't move them.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I was watching things like as needs start to roll in, they don't know really where they're even going to take them. I mean, just it's such a vulnerable time.
So here's what we're doing right now. You know, we have this line called Pip and Joy. We don't ever take $1, never taking a cent from Pip and Joy. And if you would like something, all the money that we make from this goes to that. So we're going to work as of today, and we pivot as we know what's needed. We don't even know right now where we're going to send that money, but what will happen over the next couple of days, there will be needs where people go, hey, we need this. We need this for these people. And that's where we kind of hop in. But we don't want to sit here, even though we don't know exactly what to do and not do anything. So if you go to bobbybones.com, we'll put the link up. And if you want to get anything that is Pimp and Joy up on the site, that will go toward that.
Yeah, I would say just know if you're wearing something Pimp and Joy, it's about spreading joy to others, and that's exactly what we need to do right now. And just think if you were in this situation, like knowing that others across the country were rallying together to support you would feel pretty awesome. So that's what we can do.
Yeah, so again, you want something? We're going to take all that money, and we're going to send it down. We're going to figure out what they need. Thank you, bobbybones.com. How about this? A California mom fights off a mountain lion with her bare hands after she saw it dragging her 5-year-old son across the front lawn. Then the cat was shot and killed by a wildlife officer. But a mom fought a mountain lion. But you know what? I'm not even that surprised that a mom would fight the mountain lion, because I think any mom would try to fight a mountain lion.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think any mom would try to fight anything that's got her 5-year-old son.
You'd worry if she didn't.
I think I was thinking about this. Like, what would I do if I had a big mountain lion? I think I would try to go with the headlock on, because Stanley, my bulldog, is strong.
Yeah.
And if he comes at me, I have to ole to the side and then go to the side and go over the top with the headlock. Mm-hmm. Like if we're wrestling, because he goes hard. And it's hard to go straight in on a mountain lion with two hands, like in a choking motion. So you probably go beside it and headlock it and then punch it, give it the business until they let go of the kid. I was thinking about this too much last night.
Yeah.
You think your arm could get around that head? I feel like it's a big head.
I feel like that's the only way to do it, unless you're just kicking it in the ribs.
Oh, see, y'all are going the beat up apart. I was going to try to soothe him. Like, I thought about this.
You're going to play Enya?
No.
Hey, cat, please stand there. I like to pull up my phone. Who can say what?
Yes. My cat really likes to be massaged in the temples, and she just like melts when I do that.
Not whenever they want food.
Yeah.
You guys are way off. You got to get a laser pointer, and then that'll
But
distract
you gotta run
the
in the
cat.
house, but you gotta run in the
Sure.
house, and by the time you run in the house, it's gonna be gone.
Well, I'm just saying, carry one
I
with
went
you.
in the house when that white ghost dog was in my yard, which I've talked about a few times now. There was this dog in my yard, big, massive,
It gets
husky.
bigger every time
I'm
you tell the
telling you,
story.
it was pure white. It was as white as Santa Claus's beard.
Wow, that's white.
And you can't get it. We have a gated property. You can't get in my yard. Especially not an animal, maybe a squirrel. Deer sometimes jump over the fence and they're in the yard. But this was a crystal clear white husky with red eyes.
Red eyes?
Yeah.
Wow.
You haven't
And
said that part yet.
No.
Well, because it's all coming back to you.
Yeah.
And so I have a husky, and she sees this dog, and so does Stanley. And the husky's a puppy, so she doesn't listen that well yet. But Stanley does. He's fine. And I said, Stanley, stop. He's, "Rah, rah, rah, rah." And she's trying to get out and go. So I put her in the little room, shut the door, walk outside. The ghost husky's gone. Gone.
Never saw it?
Never saw it again. There's no chance it got out.
It only has come once.
Ever. And it was sending me a message. I just don't know what that message was yet.
You checked the security cameras?
It wasn't on there.
See, that's crazy.
ghost. It's
That's
a ghost.
crazy.
Yes. We have cameras all over the property. You think I'm
Wow.
lying? You've seen cameras?
Everywhere.
I have cameras everywhere.
You can't walk an inch without being seen by those
Yeah.
cameras. Huh.
I don't know what that ghost husky was trying to tell me. But whatever it was, I still
Could
don't
you
know.
have been hallucinating?
On what? What would I?
Not on anything.
On a
just
protein
in
bar?
Your,
On life, Amy?
just,
Smoothie?
in your own head. I don't know. But I guess your dogs were barking, so.
They were going crazy. I was trying to calm them. I went out because the dog looked to me like it had a collar on. So I was going to take the dog and call the owner. And then the ghost husky has not been seen since. Amy, you guys think I'm crazy.
Because,
but
I mean, it's
I know what I saw.
perplexing how it got in, but
I
then
saw
how
what
did
I
it
saw.
get
How
out?
to get in, how to get out. Why is it not on footage on
That's
my
all I
cameras?
saw.
If you ever come across a mountain lion, stay calm, hold your ground, back away slowly. If it has your kid, though, all bets are off.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, what are you supposed to do?
By the way, the woman did punch the animal repeatedly. It finally let go of the kid. A wildlife officer tracked down the lion, shot it, and killed it. No, if
do you mean?
if a mountain lion's going after a kid,
I know.
you need to kill
it's
the lion.
all still hard.
If
I
a
know.
human's trying to steal a kid, you know
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I know. I still am going to feel
Don't mess with my kid.
things.
Nah.
Yeah.
The boy suffered traumatic injuries in stable condition. It's the first attack by a mountain lion in 26 years.
Wow.
Well, that's comforting.
We're sure that it was a real mountain lion, not a ghost mountain lion. All right, that's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Now I shall play you Luke Bryan Waves. Here you go.
The Bobby Bones Show.
On the phone, we have Cindy, who is calling us in Texas. Hey, Cindy, I see that you have a theory about this ghost husky that was in my yard. But can you hold that theory for like 3 minutes, and then I come back to you?
Yes.
Okay, you can stay there. I'm not going to forget about you, but I got to take a little break. But I want to know what you think this ghost husky is all about.
Okay.
Okay, that's Cindy. We will come back to her in a second. We're going to do that. We're going to hear some headlines from the weekend from all of us. We're going to grab some calls. If you missed Nico Moon on the show this morning, the guy is so good. I mean, such a bright personality. Go listen on the podcast today. Bobby Bones Show, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Cindy has a theory about what I saw with this ghost dog.
Very curious.
We will hear that next. Apparently, streaming services are hurting your relationship because of your desire to binge watch shows. Meaning, if you're watching these shows all the time and you go from one to the other, you're not doing things like talking, making sweet love.
Oh.
Okay.
That's basically it. But those are two things. The shows that we're watching now, we can't even really binge watch. Ted Lasso, can't binge watch it. It comes out every week. I'm so annoyed at shows that come out like they did when we were kids.
I know.
So why are they trying to do that?
I want them all. I want them all. And I want them now. That we watched 9 Perfect Strangers on Hulu.
You done with that, or is that still
No, it's
coming
not.
out?
It's every week.
Oh, my
Yeah, you have
goodness.
to wait. Like they teased us and like dropped 3 episodes at once in the very beginning, and then now it's once a week.
But Nicole Kidman's in it, and she's great.
She's so great. She's so convincing in her character.
It took a second to get into the show, but now we're fully in. She loves doing one of those like special series.
Yeah, like the
Like that's her thing. Like I want to show up for 5 episodes. We're gonna do beginning to end, then I'm doing something else. Like it's good though. We started watching a show that Amy recommended to Caitlin called The Juror.
Your Honor.
Your Honor. It's fine.
Bryan Cranston, it's fine. Oh,
We
man.
only watched 1 episode. Are there more?
Yes.
Okay, we only
and
watched
you can
one.
binge it. How about that?
Fair. We only watched 1, and it's tough to completely dial in and go good or bad on a show in 1 episode. But the Rotten Tomatoes reviews were not good on it.
Oh.
I never even checked. I just went on my own review, and it was awesome.
Okay, we may get there.
Okay.
But right now, Your Honor.
Oh, 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Don't listen to that.
Oh.
Why?
It's about a judge, a judge with a lot of integrity, and his son accidentally kills somebody in a car wreck.
Yeah.
He's
suddenly
he's
is-
like reaching for his inhaler. It's not like he wasn't drinking or anything.
No, it was sad.
And then we're gonna go to the police station and turn himself in, but then he finds out the guy who the son he killed was a mobster.
The son of a mobster, and if the mobster finds out who did it, he'll kill everybody that was involved, even though it was an accident.
That sounds good.
So then integrity goes out the window. Oh,
It does. It sounds good.
Yeah.
We're giving it a shot. We're dialed in, but we didn't watch the first episode and go,
oh wow, that's what sold me because I got the first episode for free, and then it was like, do you want to continue? And I paid to continue.
okay, good for you. They got you.
They did.
Let's go over and talk to Cindy in Texas, who would like to say something about the dog that I saw that was in my yard. It was a pure white dog, red eyes, disappeared. There's no way it could just run out of the yard. We have gated property. Please, Cindy, say what you want to say.
Okay, good morning to all of y'all. I watched I know everybody's going to start, I watched a Hallmark movie.
Oh, boy.
And yes. But the Hallmark movie, a loved one of the gentleman passed away, and you don't find out till the end of the movie that the dog, it was a husky, all white, that kept annoying him, was actually his loved one that passed away. He was trying to guide him in the right direction. So I was thinking maybe it could possibly be a loved one watching out for y'all. But if it has red eyes, I'd maybe not. I don't know.
It could be my grandmother, my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Any of them ever mention husky, or what kind of dog was it?
Husky.
Husky and nothing? No.
I really don't know.
Okay.
I was like, ooh, white dog. I'm just telling you, it was there and then it wasn't. Cindy, thank you for that. I hope you have a great day.
You too.
All right, Colton in Jessville, Arkansas. Colton, you're on the show. What's going on?
How's it going, Bobby? Morning, studio.
Morning.
All right, so you know where Jessieville's at because you're from Mountain Pine, so I'm sure you're very familiar with where Jessieville is.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, so this is just a quick story. It's not a husky or anything, but when I was probably 13 years old, my daddy bought me a gun that I hunted with around my house, went squirrel hunting with, things like that. And there was always this one it was a dead oak tree that was, falling apart and everything like that. And that was where I always saw squirrels. So I always went over there and started that's where I started. Well, one day I was, little, so I wasn't very good at hunting. And I, kind of put the gun up and everything. And I went back out there still just playing outside. And there were these gray, and the only way I know how to explain them were monkeys. They were, I know that it's far out. It's in Arkansas, but I don't know. They were gray, probably the size of like a raccoon maybe, and there was probably 10 or 15 of them going crazy in this tree. And I remember watching 2 of them specifically sitting on this tree branch with their legs hanging from the tree branch, just sitting like we would. And I sat there and I watched them, and the one that was closest to the tree trunk went and started jumping around and running around with all the others. And I thought, I'm going to go in my house, I'm going to grab my gun, I'm going to shoot one of them, and I'm going to have proof. When I came back, every one of them was gone. No sign of them. And it was no hallucination. This wasn't a nap. And I'm 25 years old now, and I still stand beside it to this day. I've told it to 100 people. They're all like, man, you're crazy. But I'm a realistic person, and I know what I saw, and I still stand beside it.
I know what it's like for people to question you.
Yeah.
I do. I do know what it's like. And I'm going to say this, Colton. You're crazy.
I mean, yeah.
I know where Colton lives. Ain't no monkeys in Jezebel. Probably some raccoons, huh?
Well, 10 or 15 of them hanging out in a tree.
Dancing.
With their legs dangling.
Could have been a raccoon rave.
Oh.
Never know.
But they were sitting with their legs hanging. Raccoons can't do that.
Colton, you weren't partaking in anything as a kid, were you? You didn't have some of Dad's whiskey or anything?
No.
Okay.
No Dad's whiskey. Dad didn't drink.
Okay.
Sometimes, we can convince ourselves something was true.
I saw a white husky, do not question me. And then it was gone 5 seconds later.
Okay.
Yeah. Colton, thank you for your call, bud.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
See you later. Nico Moon was on this morning. He's awesome. He played. Listen to him play. It's on the podcast. Search Bobby Bones Show wherever you listen to podcasts. After the show is over, here he is now. Coming up, why Keith Urban is so awesome. We'll also grab some calls, and we'll do headlines from our weekend. That's the deal. Back in a second. was watching a TikTok of this kid. He's 7 years old. His name's Trayson. They were in one of the front rows at an urban show, and Keith's doing his thing. He's like talking to the crowd, and he finds out that it's Trayson's first ever concert. So he signed the guitar. He was playing like it was one of his real guitars.
Wow.
And then gave it to him.
Is this your first concert ever? Yeah! We're gonna do something. What are we gonna do? I know what we're gonna do. Trayson, I pity the second concert you go to, brother. If you don't play guitar, you can't.
It's an electric guitar, too.
Wow.
Not a cheap acoustic. It's an electric that he was playing. Keith Urban is awesome.
So cool.
Let me grab a few of these. This is voicemail number 1 from yesterday, last night.
Good morning, studio. I'm down here in Baton Rouge in the middle of a hurricane, and we've been listening to your podcast pretty much the duration of the evening. I want to say thank you guys for doing everything you're doing. You guys keep it up, man, and we're listening to you.
Appreciate that. Rooting for you guys. Hope you made it through safely. And if you go to bobbybones.com, we are donating all the proceeds we get from our Pimp and Joy line to make sure when they say, hey, this is what we need help doing, we're going to have some money to be able to send down to Louisiana to help them after the hurricane. Here's a voicemail from Alicia in Arkansas.
I saw you on Peloton. I was working out with you, and you did not high-five me back, but that's okay because you were like number 5 and like 227 people. So I see how you get so far in life. You just put your head down and do hard work. Although my leading hashtag was fight, grind, repeat, so my feelings are a little bit hurt, but that's okay. Bye.
I was going pretty hard on Peloton.
Okay, 5th
Number
place.
5?
Yeah. And if I'm not top 3, I'm disgusted
Out
with
of
myself.
over
It does. I don't care if
200?
it's 10,000 people.
Oh.
I'm like, you are such a loser.
Dang, dude.
Why do you talk
I look
to
at myself in the
yourself
mirror.
that way?
Well, but if I hit top 3 out of even 500 people, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. I give myself a high five sometimes. I'll be like this. And that's my moment of being proud of myself.
You definitely didn't give her a high five.
Well, I can't see. I take my glasses off.
Oh.
And anything that comes up on the screen I don't really see the numbers even I'm writing. I just lower my head, write as hard as I can for a half hour.
Oh, so you don't even know what position you're in?
Not really. The numbers are bigger at the bottom, the very bottom, so I can kind of tell what those are, but I have terrible vision, and with no glasses, I can't see anything.
Dang.
So I did not high five her. I'm sorry about that. Here.
There you go. Got her.
Basically same thing. Radio high five there. Appreciate that. Let's go over and talk to Chris in Kentucky. Chris, you on the air. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Just you, man. Go ahead.
How you doing? Good morning, studio.
Morning.
Hey, I had a little bit of a weird incident as a young child. One morning, me and my brother were leaving our house, and we grew up in the west end of Louisville, shotgun-style houses. And we're leaving one morning, and we walked through past our mom's bedroom from our bedroom, headed to the living room to head out for school. As we walked to our hallway, we looked to the left, and there's an old man laying on our couch. And I grabbed my brother. He looks over, sees the same thing, and we both just start walking backwards. Now, in the west end of Louisville, crazy things happen all the time. So we start walking backwards, and we turn and go to my mom's room and tell my mom, we're like, hey, there's an old man laying on our couch. And literally, we can see straight down the hallway. Nobody ever got up, opened the front door or anything. We walked back in there with our mom, and the guy was gone. And come to find out, the man that we described was our grandfather, my mom's father, who passed away when she was 10.
No.
What?
Like, to a T. Like, my phone is shaking right now telling you the story because I haven't told many people about that, but I'm telling you, it was the creepiest thing that ever happened to me. And it wasn't like it was a ghost. It looked like a human being laying on our couch.
Wow.
That's weird.
I believe him.
And if you're just turning the show on,
Kind of.
I talk about this ghost dog that was at my house. And then some guy called and said he saw ghost monkeys.
Yeah.
And this guy is actually the first believable one, though.
Yeah.
Of all of our stories.
I mean, the shaking while talking and how he hasn't told that many people.
Yeah.
I feel like, and he had his brother there as another witness, right? So.
Yeah,
that's
appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that. That is wild and unexplainable.
Yes.
All right, buddy.
Absolutely.
Have a good day.
You guys too.
All right, see you later. Let me grab a couple more calls here. We got so many. What we'll do in the post show, we do a separate show up on the podcast feed. We'll do our weekends on that podcast feed. Okay. I just have so many good calls here. Let me go over. Speaking of gender reveals, this is Angelica in Wichita, Kansas. Angelica, You were on the show. What's going on?
So my daughter turns 2 next week, but you were talking about gender reveals, and it kind of made me giggle because you said, "Oh, well, whenever it's the one you don't want, it's hard to hide your face." Well, I wanted a boy, my husband wanted a girl, and we did the smoke bombs. I guess they were more like smoke sticks or whatever, but someone was recording, and when the pink smoke came out, you can hear me on the video go, "Dang it!" Like, you can hear me yell, "Dang it!" And then I tried to mask it by yelling, "Oh yeah, I lost a bet," but everybody knew that was crap, you know. And so it made me laugh because I was like, yeah, I'm one of those guilty people that when my child watches this in 10 years, she's gonna be like, "Did you not want me?" You know. And so I thought that was really funny because yes, it is. When it comes down to it, it's very hard to hide your reaction whenever you're wanting something else.
Yeah, one solution: burn the video.
Yeah, don't let her.
Yeah,
don't
throw
let
away
her
the
watch
phone.
it.
That never happened. Burn this
Yeah.
podcast. Everything you can do. That this didn't happen. Yeah. Thank you for your story. I appreciate that. All right, bye-bye. Michael in Denver, Colorado. Michael, you are on the Bobby Bones Show. What's going on with you?
Hey, good morning, studio.
Morning.
Hey, so I've got 2 quick things. First one, I wanted to revisit you talking about the not trending on Breaking Bobby Bones a couple weeks ago. So I have a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old, and both my kids absolutely love the show.
Thank you.
They will wake up in the morning, and they'll, instead of watching cartoons, they'll turn that on and start playing. I heard my daughter doing a countdown as she was hammering on her wooden house in the backyard the other day, like, "You got to finish, you got to finish." So we love the message. Absolutely love that you can step out of your comfort zone and make a difference. And then the second thing is my daughter's birthday. She's turning 9 in 2 weeks. My wife is actually flying her this weekend to New Braunfels to go to your show. So hoping you can give a shout out.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
what's her name?
Her name is Mackenzie.
Eddie, try to write that down on your phone.
Mackenzie.
How old is she?
She's going to be 9.
We'll try to shout her out from on stage. Now, it's a week away. But, Eddie, if you make a note of that.
Oh, boy. It's all on me now. And if we forget, it's my fault.
Raymundo will be there, too.
Yeah.
Raymundo, you make a note, too.
I feel like we should send a note to Morgan #1. She'll make sure.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Notes all around. Hey, thank you. We'll try to shout out to her on stage as well. All right. I appreciate that on Breaking Bobby
that'd
Bones
be
as well.
Fantastic. She would love it.
All right. See you later.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Here's a voicemail we got yesterday.
Morning, studio. I am heading from Maryland to New Braunfels this coming Saturday to see Bobby Bones and the Raging Idiots, which I'm pumped for. I feel good. Ooh, I feel so good. Quick question about it. Are we going to get any more details about who's performing when, like a schedule?
Yeah, it's a good question. Yes. Eddie and I, the closers of the night, we don't go on till like 8:45.
Yeah.
Russell Dickerson goes on at like 7:30. Maddie and Tay go on at like 6:30. There's a night before them. There's a whole daytime stage. I believe it opens at 1. There's Balloon. We're doing 2 shows, 2 festival shows. Bobby Fest, Saturday in New Braunfels, Texas, Whitewater Amphitheater. Sunday in Wichita, Kansas at Wave. So come get tickets at ragingidiots.com. But that's roughly it. The side stage is around noon or 1. There'll be stuff for kids too. Balloon animals, blah, I don't know what else. Face painting.
Yeah, fun stuff.
But then the main is at night. I know Eddie and I play at like 8:45. Russell Dickerson plays at like 7:30. Maddie and Tay play at like 6:40. But
Yeah,
other
good
than
to
that,
clarify because I think the website just says 1, so they may think we start at 1.
we don't start at 1.
Yeah.
They show up at noon. Ready to go. But I'll have that all up on the Instagram today or tomorrow or so. All right, thank you guys. Here's a song from the Raging Idiots. We played this at the Grand Ole Opry this weekend. Eddie and I played the Opry, and it was good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they laughed. And it was the first time that I'd got to do new jokes since being married, and I'd written a bunch of marriage jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But
They
I couldn't-
hit?
Yeah.
Oh, they laughed at those too.
Yeah, I had some pretty good jokes, yeah. All right, here is the grandmother song from the Raging Idiots.